Recorded live from the G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. This is the All About Nothing podcast. The views expressed on this program are the opinions of the hosts. Listeners are encouraged to follow the show on Twitter at AAN_pod or at theallaboutnothing.com. You can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com. You may also call and leave the show a message at 803-672-0533. Thank you for listening.
All right, welcome to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. We got Zach King, Trent Clark, Barrett Gruber, and we have a guest today, Murphy.
Sir.
Murphy Lee, what the hook gonna be?
Man, I don't need a hook on the
Okay. Would you need a hook on this beat? How you feel about it?
I would probably make the hook. You know, I'm not a big rapper, but you know, I like to do everything.
Respect. It's been a while we've seen Murphy, man.
Yeah, me and Trent used to work with Murphy.
It's been a long time since I've seen Murphy.
School together.
Eternity.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you guys.
You too, man.
Thanks for being here.
How's the baby? Babies?
Yeah, everybody's good, man.
Good.
Everybody's good.
Wife?
How about you?
Good. Everybody's good.
Yep.
Can't complain.
I got a baby now.
Yes, sir. You too.
I got a baby
I haven't
now.
seen you since like New Year's. I feel like it was.
Yeah.
That New Year's party, Leon's. Damn.
Was this a
Where
COVID
you took a
New
picture
Year's
of me
party?
drunk,
No.
and then Trent
No,
was
this
my
is
agent
way-
to get a
this-
picture of you drunk.
This is
Oh,
way
yeah.
before COVID. This was when South Carolina
Dude.
played.
When we
Ooh.
lost to Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
Okay.
And like,
All
what
right.
game was that?
That was the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Had to
John
be.
was going
That's where
crazy.
Lattimore got like knocked on his chin.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like fucked up.
There was
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of stuff going on that night.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago.
Way
Man, that was a long
At
time
least
ago.
10. I feel like it was
over 10. Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
crazy.
I like your hat.
Thank you, man.
I like
I
your
got this
hat.
at the game.
It's a Fireflies hat.
Yes.
That is their military appreciation hat.
Yes,
That is
sir.
nice. I
I
have
had to get it when I saw it.
a Braves one and a Pirates one.
I heard that changes are coming for the Fireflies.
Yeah, really.
I like the Fireflies because they were the minor league Mets team.
Yeah.
So, the major league team.
I'll
Now
already
they're
let
the-
them know that you're a
now
Mets
they're
fan.
But that's, yeah.
Hey,
It's
Braves.
supposed to be good this year, man.
DeGrom, I gotta be completely honest. I absolutely wish that the Braves could have picked up DeGrom when he was a
Yeah.
free agent. But
Well,
like,
Braves will tap that ass again.
Man, I can't stand the Braves.
oh no,
It's always been a
They got
rivalry,
Chipper
man. That's
Jones
how it is.
again, man.
Yeah, Chipper
It's
Jones
over.
is out there.
Out there doing what?
he's a
Batting
coach. Batting coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
about to
he
say,
ain't
I
playing
know.
again.
No.
Hey, man, if you can get out there and swing that bat, man, go ahead
Hey,
and get on
Chipper,
out there.
can you just put this jersey on and this fake goggles and nose and
He's
with a
wearing
little
number 10.
mustache?
I don't know of the player. I don't know which player got his number 10 yanked from him because Chipper's wearing it now.
Wow.
Didn't
Again.
Greg Maddux have 10?
Greg Maddox was 8.
8?
Yeah, I think it was 8.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I was thinking he wore number 10.
His number should be retired, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if they've retired his number at the Braves yet, but because Hank Aaron didn't get his retired until a few years ago.
They're like,
But it
when
was
he died,
retired
we
across the
retired it.
board.
Yeah.
So 44 is retired.
That's like whenever any team LeBron goes to, and if you're number 23, you like, damn.
Yeah, but he went to the Lakers, and you know how that goes.
I know.
He's a punk anyway. That's Jordan's number, so he can get on.
You know,
Oh, here we go. Okay. Before you get started, that was
touchy topic.
well. Look,
Very touchy.
Todd Gurley comes to the Falcons and wears 21. Like that's
You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that?
that was
Prime time, brother.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was-
yeah,
I
well.
mean,
I don't care. 21's Lattimore's number to me.
Oh my God, come on. All right, let's next subject. What do you got? What do we have?
did you guys have a good week?
We did. I did.
I just want to say, when they retire a jersey number and like that's been your ride and die number like all your life, and then you go to like college or pros and they're like, can't wear 13.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I gotta go find another.
It's so random.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I not wear 13?
Yeah, if you need to put an asterisk on it
Or double
something,
zero.
like that's fine
Yeah,
by
I
me.
totally
My
agree.
number was always 2. I don't know why. Larry
Number
Johnson
2?
was my favorite player growing
Yeah.
up.
I always
Number
loved
2.
7.
I
A
did
lot of
7
people
too.
don't like
Seven.
number 2. But
7, and then when I got to high school, I couldn't wear 7 because it was a wide receiver number. So then I had to go to 17.
7 is a JD Clowney number 2. So
Right.
7's a good one.
See, that's messed up. Clowney can wear 7, but I couldn't.
yeah.
Crazy.
Defensive
No,
lineman
it's
is
South
for-
Carolina. You could have worn number 7.
You're right. You're right.
J.C. Horn, I think, wore 7 or he wore 1 eventually.
Mm.
Talking about they're talking first round for him.
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
we'll see.
We will.
Hey, y'all hear about Russell Wilson? He's gonna leave Seattle. You think?
You think so? Where's he gonna go?
Cowboys.
Oh man.
Seriously?
That's what I was hearing on the radio.
Wow.
Like how good that would fit
that
for
could
him.
be
They're
good.
really doing Dak in.
He's gonna walk away with
man,
money
yeah.
though.
Oh, for sure.
I already thought they was gonna throw him to the wolves.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's not great.
He's not bad. He's better than Romo.
He's not bad. He's just not,
I want to just get rid of him, but that injury.
I don't know who
You
goes.
want to know who's gonna come? Watch. That's gonna be on. That's gonna be a Giants
Nah,
soon.
we're
Watch.
good. I'd rather have Russell Wilson.
I'm telling
I
you,
would too.
it's gonna happen.
I would too. Why, who's your football team?
Giants.
Giants.
It would
Okay.
be a
I'm on New
cold
York,
day in
man.
hell
I'm
if
on
Russell
New
Wilson
York.
goes to the Giants.
Yeah. I mean, I know they
Giants
said
have
they were trying to
potential.
get Watson, but
Yeah.
he's on the fence.
Y'all
They're
know
not
y'all
the
want him?
Jets. Huh?
He said Watson.
Watson, Carolina apparently is putting all the chips on the table
Yeah,
to get
it's been a
a
lot of
franchise.
rumors, but I don't, you never know until
Get
it
someone
gets
good.
down
That's
to
all
the
I care
season,
about.
Yeah.
I figure Matt Ryan's probably going to retire at some point here in the next 2 or 3
Yeah.
years.
You
So
think?
ultimately,
Phillip Rivers, too.
yeah,
How old
exactly.
is he?
Matt
Matt
Ryan's
Ryan.
35,
And Tom Brady is how much? How old?
40,
42.
Oh yeah, man.
69
He might as well hang it up.
and a half.
He might as well.
I
hang
thought
it
Matt
up.
Ryan was older than that.
I thought he
man.
was
I'm
too.
not gonna
I
lie,
thought he was up there with Drew
I watch
Brees.
That could be
football
wrong.
and I'm looking at like
He's
Aaron
just
Rodgers.
he's
I'm
just
like, damn,
stressed
he looks
from
like
being
an
a
old
Falcons
ass.
quarterback. He's
him
like, no one
and-
catches the ball.
Phillip Rivers. I swear Phillip Rivers is in his
40s,
45
yeah.
at least because he
Same
looks
thing with Aaron Rodgers. He looks old as shit. And
Oh, yeah.
100%.
He's 36.
But he
I'm
wins
like,
MVP
damn,
every
I'm
year.
34. This old looking dude is only 2 years
That's
older than
crazy.
me. I'm like, gosh.
It's crazy.
Life ain't been
Why can't I
kind to
be in
you.
the
man.
NFL?
You don't look 34.
You definitely don't.
You
I appreciate it.
30,
I'm 29.
32, 29.
Yep.
Yeah. Neek, you're 26 this year?
Yep.
All right.
Old.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, you don't pass that hump now, buddy.
You're on the
man.
other side of 25.
Yeah, I got to be honest. It was a fairly decent week. I think the weather held out nicely this week. We didn't have too many. We had more sun than we did, rain. That was
Did
nice.
we? Yeah. Okay. I had to remember because
Last week
was
was
too much
raining.
rain.
Guess what I found? Series X. That's how my week went. Xbox Series X.
Oh, you did. You found one.
Walmart.
You just walked in.
No, they didn't have it in the store. It was online. As soon as I got mine, I went back to refresh the Walmart page. Sold out.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's hit or miss, man.
Yeah, I've been looking for like 5 months to get one of these.
Did you get one?
No.
Me neither.
I think we were thinking
No.
about getting the PlayStation, but I'm not,
You,
I'm
don't
not-
want, you ain't want to spoil your son too much.
He's got the Xbox,
Yeah.
the last Xbox, and then for this Christmas he asked for a PC, which is different.
I got to
we
be
got
He
honest.
him
wants
game-
to build it. Is he gonna
Yeah.
build it himself?
No, we bought him a little gaming PC,
Okay,
the little,
The only game.
Fortniter. Is he a Fortniter?
yeah.
The only game I was completely interested in was MLB The Show, and when I
Yeah,
saw
I
that was
like
coming
that
out on the
game. I
Xbox
do.
One, I was like, I got to spend $600 on an Xbox X.
We
Like,
bought
babe, I'm sorry.
we bought my son that game. He was playing baseball before the COVID thing and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He was big on baseball. I've always been big on baseball. I got it from my dad, and passed it down.
Okay.
And he played it maybe like 3 or 4 times and never played it again.
Yeah.
But it's it's like 2K and all that. You got to
Yeah.
start in the minor
Yeah.
leagues.
Yeah.
You got to work yourself up into college, and it's just a long.
Oh, that's pretty
especially
cool.
Baseball game.
That
Yeah,
they do it like that.
It's dope how you do it, but you
It
got
takes
to
a long
patience.
time.
Baseball's not for everybody. It's a long
No.
process.
It was the first time this year with COVID, I took my created player all the way from like college into the semi-professional. I won the World Series. I'm beating everybody's home run records like by miles.
See what he's doing
I
while
saw
you're
what
at work.
happened. Oh,
But I didn't at work.
While Barrett's on the computer working. World Series, baby.
Man, those
I
games take
wish.
a long time too, man. Baseball games are long.
oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I cannot watch a baseball game on TV.
You got to.
I have to
You
be
got to
there.
go. You got to go.
Yeah.
I'm literally
It's
watching it
definitely
right now.
big.
Look.
I
So.
mean, if it's your team, it's different. You can't
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
baseball like you like.
I'll
watch
be honest.
basketball.
I can just go watch any baseball.
Yeah, I
like
can.
I
Me
was
too.
watching. I was watching. Who did I tell you I was watching? Yet Vandy and Georgia State.
Georgia State and Vandy.
So I was
yeah.
watching Georgia Vandy yesterday. That was a great game.
Yeah.
I could watch the Carolina Clemson game, and regardless of the outcome, for me it's baseball.
Yeah,
I I bought a 5-game set for the Blowfish in Lexington because it was all you could eat food too. So
wow.
you get all you could eat, food and drink. 5 games. I bought that, and I'm
Can't go
thinking.
wrong with that.
I'm thinking about getting the 7-day games for the Fireflies too because they're doing.
The happiest place on earth is not Disney World. It's sitting in the stands of your team playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sun's out, beer in your hand, hot dog in the other one. Just get good.
I was kind of disappointed they switched up the Fireflies. I think they're
the Kansas. Yeah, they're with Kansas City now. Which
I still rock with them though.
Yeah. So okay, as a Mets fan, will Tebow ever make it to the majors?
I don't think so. If he hasn't made it now, I think he had the better chance when he first came
out. I mean, he was bringing the people out to South
South
Carolina games,
sure.
boy.
Fireflies had sold out games because Tim Tebow was playing.
100%.
And while it was great for the city and great for the team and everything like that, you know, every time he came up to hit, it was either feast or famine. Like it was a home run or a strikeout. Yeah,
that's what a lot of people said.
And ultimately, no, you're fine. Ultimately, I think the reason he got pushed up the chain was because of some nonsense that happened down in Charleston. Because at a Charleston game about, I don't know, halfway mid-season. Apparently fans sitting behind the visitors' dugout just started taunting him, and then religion came into it. So they started picking on him about his religion and things like that. And ultimately, the Mets made the decision and said, you know what, he's a big name. Let's bring him on up to New York State. I can't remember the Bridgeton. I don't know. Well, anyway, the Ponies, I think, is what the name of the team was.
That's a nice. River Dogs has a really nice stadium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bill Murray owns a piece of that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
who was it who got sent down from the Yankees that had to play there?
Oh, it was a guy. Wasn't it a guy? Well, he was drafted. He played for. I want to say he played for. Are you talking about the guy who played for Arizona?
Yankee that had to get sent down. He got sent down because of an injury and had to. It might have been. It wasn't A-Rod.
No.
It was somebody big.
Gotcha.
Because ESPN came out and like no one gives a shit about the River Dogs until they break up the cameras.
Bill Murray.
Yeah. I'm talking about locally. It's fine. Nobody cares about the Fireflies to bring TVs down and be like, oh, let's watch this.
Yeah. Set people in Sacramento.
But that's what Tim Tebow did.
Yeah.
Because even Firefly games where Tim Tebow started, they aired those on like ESPN. There were a couple that were aired on ESPN too. And now you see minor league games getting aired on, MLB TV. You get that, but you can watch almost any one of those.
South Carolina and Clemson played at Fluor Field yesterday, and I'm pretty sure those cameras they were using were theirs. Like,
yes,
was
correct.
The Greenfield Drive.
Because it wasn't the one iPhone sitting in the stands.
It wasn't the radio guy being like, "Oh, ball's over here somewhere." Yeah.
Too many ball jokes. So I didn't do a whole lot of research for this week because honestly, it was well, okay. I'll just tell you what I did. So I'll start with me. Okay. This morning, I got up and did the 5K wine run out at the Newberry Winery. It's Ellery River, I think. Okay. It's off of exit 76.
Not up on my wineries.
Yeah, right.
Nor am I.
Cool,
which one
did you step on some grapes while you were running?
No grapes.
Okay.
No grapes. It was we ran in between the vineyard lines, so all the vines. It was just 5K. So I'm doing this as if I was running it. I did not run it. I walked it. I walked.
He was like, "Yo, 5K. I did that like in my sleep."
Just 5.
No. Yeah, no.
5K, no big deal.
I walked it. No. There's no way. Look.
Hey, you cannot judge a book by its cover, man. Have you seen some of these cops
impressed.
chase down some people? Like the fat guys can move.
I'll be honest.
They're supposed to train, I think.
I'm telling you, they have to run a certain amount. They have.
Oh, you got to qualify.
Yeah, you still got to qualify when you're a cop.
Catch me though.
Yeah. For sure.
Listen here, fat boy.
Listen, I'm going.
So that was this morning, and then and this week the podcast is sponsoring a softball team this season.
Yes,
we have the Ball of Duty softball team is playing out in Lexington County, and so we are a step closer to that. We had our first actual practice on the field. It was a second actual practice, and we did live ball practice. But we didn't have enough players to do the usual scrimmage where you have 3 or 4 that are off that come on and we rotate through. We only had 2 extra players. As we're playing, like we would do outs, we would do innings. So 3 outs, and then we rotate out the two players. Okay. I think I was part of the last team. Amia and I were the last team to practice on the live ball, and I didn't. I could make it to first base before the ball hits the ground as long as I hit it really, really high. But it was fun. But the softball team legitimately looks pretty good. I think they will represent Ball of Duty, or they will represent the podcast well.
And if they don't, we'll take our sponsorship away.
Yeah, we'll bring these damn speakers out there
Heck
and be like,
yeah.
"What?"
That'd be fantastic.
I could.
That would be fantastic.
I-
Dude,
We're doing a live
I have a
all about
generator.
nothing.
if we could,
I have a generator.
if we
I don't
could
need
do
no power.
walk-up music, that would be
Oh,
pretty
like,
fun.
Man, it's crazy, man. We used to. I played in the league. I don't know what park you were at, but we played in the league a few years back. I played 2 years softball in Lexington.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, man. We went to some tournaments and stuff.
Man.
People, they take it serious. Like they
Oh,
got
they do.
trailers
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out. They got speakers and all that stuff.
Oh,
They got
yeah.
jerseys.
We're-
Every full sponsor.
Have you ever
know?
you played for Everplay?
No.
Yeah,
Everplay is sponsored by Bud Light, right?
Yeah, they got Bud Light.
Yeah,
and
we didn't have any
some other
sponsors. We
ones.
just had a bunch of people that I
Get
knew,
together.
and they were all like, "Man, you want to play?"
Like,
I was like,
Richland
"Sure,
County
let's
plays for
Let's do
Everplay.
it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
won the first season I played. We won the championship that year.
I remember when me and
Fourth
Brandon
base
played
bullies. Shout out to fourth base bullies.
7-on-7 football, flag football. He brought me out there, and that was crazy. I was thinking like I'm, a little football here and there.
Yeah, they take that
Man,
stuff
them
serious,
boys
man.
is out there. Well, I was
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
getting mossed.
Bro, yeah. Same thing in softball, man. Like
Oh yeah.
they know where to hit the ball perfect.
Perfect.
Place it.
Yeah.
If you move to the right field, they hit in the left field.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I like to think that I'm pretty good at placing the ball away from anyone that looks like they have an arm. So I tend to try and put it in some place where I'll at least get on base, and then I have to count on who's behind me.
So you probably be looking like, well, oh, there's my bitch.
Oh, no.
There's my
Yeah.
bitch. Exactly.
usually in my head it's
Yeah.
in my head it's always all right. I'm going to push this one to right because
You gotta do
right
it like
field
that.
is generally where they stick the girl or the guy that can't throw.
100%.
I switch hit that one game and people were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "I'm gonna try it left-handed now. Is that okay with you?"
Did you see what happened when I hit right? It didn't go so great, so I'm going to try left. No.
I want the ball to go more to right field, so I'm gonna hit. Yeah.
Softball's fun.
It's fun,
I'm glad that it's warmer. I'm glad that we're getting some sun, and now that we're beginning to see the ends of COVID, as far as we have vaccines rolling out, we have all that. I'm glad to see that some things are coming back more normal. Baseball.
Fauci said, "Do not wait." He said, "Go ahead and get the Johnson & Johnson if you can get it,
Honestly,
the vaccine." But he's like, "Don't just wait on the more effective Moderna and whoever make Pfizer's other one."
Pfizer and Moderna.
That scares me.
I'm not gonna go get 3 fucking shots.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
so if you get the Johnson & Johnson, you only need the one.
One shot, yes.
Moderna.
I know, but he made it sound like get this one, and then when it's time, go get the
Oh no! Don't do that.
yeah.
Don't do that.
That's what he made it sound like.
By the end of the summer, there's going to be 600 million shots available. So they'll have the Moderna and the Pfizer with the 2, and Johnson & Johnson's just 1.
But will
So-
you be able to go up to there and be like, I want this one, and know is that one that you're getting, or
See, that's-
is it
I-
like
that's the part I'm
blindly?
not sure of. It
They'll
depends
tell you
on-
if you
I
gotta
think
come
it depends
back.
on it depends
see-
on where you're going.
And see, this is what's crazy because my grandma went 2 weeks ago to go get her COVID shot, and they told her while she was there since like 7:00 in the morning, got there to the front of the line. It was at USC. I think she got there like 1:00, like when it was time for her to get her shot, and they couldn't find her name in the system. So instead of them just giving her a shot, they said you have to come back up here in like 2 weeks and get your shot. So I'm over here thinking
crazy.
like, why aren't they just giving people the shot that's right there? Like,
Right.
if they want to take it, give it to them. Like,
Right.
if y'all want as many people to be vaccinated, that makes sense. Don't send people
Yeah.
home if they're trying to
Right.
get vaccinated. That
Well,
don't make no sense.
I added my name to the list at my doctor, my general practitioner,
Yeah.
to if they came to the end of the week and they had extra shot doses that can't be given to anybody because they cancel their appointment or whatever.
Yep.
I went ahead and got my name on the list so that they could call me, because the first question they asked was, "Could you be here in an hour?" I said, "I will be there in an hour.
Yeah.
I will make sure I'm there
100%.
That element would be flying like Dukes of Hazzard.
as best it can."
Speaking of COVID, I wanted to see. I took some screenshots of what I seen in news. So this comes from Fox News. So I'm not sure about my source, but we're gonna try this. So they're saying the White House plans to begin charging reporters $170 for coronavirus tests for access to the grounds and recording
Really?
and according basically access to the grounds.
I think I'm reading bullshit.
Yeah, I have a feeling that can't possibly be correct.
And that's what I was thinking too.
I could totally see the Trump
Although,
administration doing that.
I will be
but-
completely honest with you. If any MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, if they're sending their reporters there, why isn't Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, CBS, ABC, why aren't they testing their employees?
I'm thinking the same thing.
I would like to see another news source verify that.
100%. And that's why I was like, I wanted to see if y'all heard it.
Fox News probably playing some bullshit. There was probably like one guy who's like, I had to take 2, so they charged me for the second one or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So this was I'll get you another one here in a second, but this was from a couple weeks ago from CBS News. No, I said that wrong. Evan Silva of Heartland, Michigan, a 26-year-old Michigan man, was killed in an explosion that occurred during a baby shower on February the 6th.
Yeah, I heard.
Did y'all hear about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So a small cannon device was fired off in the backyard of a home by the homeowner, spraying metal shrapnel as well as color and whatnot. Basically, they were doing one of these.
Confetti type thing?
Yeah, it was a
Gender
Dum
reveal.
dum.
So it's a gender reveal. And they were having twins.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they were having twins.
Twins, man.
Well, Silva was taken in serious condition to the medical center in Flint, Michigan, where he did later die. 3 parked cars and a garage were all sprayed not only with baby shower coloring, which I didn't know what that was, but also they were sprayed with whatever shrapnel, because basically the cannon like sucked itself out and like threw shrapnel.
Oh my god!
I'm so glad. I mean, it's all bad because somebody died, but I'm just so glad. Like no other kids were around
agreed.
there.
For the wife,
yeah,
the mother.
Crazy. Like
it should also be noted that apparently he purchased this thing at an auction, and his neighbors complained he fired it off in their yard several times after he purchased it.
Oh, we might have to look at the neighbors. Maybe they rigged the cannon up.
oh my god,
that's
that's
awful.
not. Oh my god.
Try it now, you guys.
Oh my god.
They did something like that.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I thought he would just lose fingers.
Yeah, like, oh man.
I just don't get it. Like, why go to this extreme for baby reveals? Like I had a friend who used to bake cakes, and for the gender reveal, she would be told to color the inside of the cake.
Right.
The very first one she ever did. It was hilarious to me because it was in the shape of like a belly with the footprint, and when they went to cut it, she cut it. It was a girl. So when she cut it, all of a sudden you just see the jelly or whatever was inside had warmed to room temperature,
So
and just started oozing out. It was awful,
God.
but it was fun. But like they didn't do gender reveals when
No.
I was a kid or
No.
when I was being born.
I didn't. When we
It's
take
social
things old
media.
school now,
It's
yeah.
social media.
Is that what it
that's-
is?
When Gabrielle
Feeding
got
it,
pregnant
yes.
and we went to the thing and she's like, do y'all want to know what it is? I, of course, was doing it via Zoom because they wouldn't let me in there.
Right.
We were instantly like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, just tell us.
Yay, okay.
Well, that's why we found out about the twins. I mean, that was ultimately we went all the way to Kentucky so that we could involve my father, but we went all the way to Kentucky to do the gender to get tested for the gender, and they were like, it's girls. And then ultimately, when we found out it was girls, it was like, oh well, we know what we're gonna name them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go,
100%.
I can paint and decorate this room now.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you wait till when you can,
Yeah, dude. Like,
bro.
what are you doing? Like, we're just gonna gray it up until it's born. And
Think
then
about
we'll
all the
decide.
people that's like, I don't know what to get your kids like for this baby
Yeah.
shower. Like, you have to get so many gender neutral stuff. Like, and then they want you to be like, well, it's their choice. So
Exactly.
you,
Me,
if
man,
they say they're a girl at birth, they could change. So you know.
So
Yeah.
that's the excuse I keep hearing too, is that how can you know what your kid's gender, even if you know medically what their gender is? How can you tell what their gender is?
Well, that's Demi Lovato came out and said that she thinks, gendering a child before they can decide is transphobia or something. I was like, time out. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
What does it have? And we're going to go from that right now.
Well, for
if in the
sure.
future this kid
that's
decides
a choice,
it wants to be something, okay, we'll go from there.
Agreed.
But you're going to be what sex that gender is normally associated with.
100%. Whenever they have that baby and they be like, hey, it's a guy.
Yeah.
Or it's a girl. Like, that's
Yeah.
how we
That's-
tell.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're not, the baby's not there like,
Maybe
I don't want this. Cut it off.
We're going to assume right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's irresponsible also for the baby to come out and be like, it's a boy, and the baby goes, no. I am going to be Cindy.
Yeah.
In
don't
about
know-
12 years,
I don't know
I'll
what
be
this
Cindy.
cigarette has to do with anything.
I'll be stressed out.
This baby has problems.
You threw me off with that one. So your baby comes out smoking, right?
Don't they all?
That's when you would look at your wife and go like, what the fuck have you been doing while you were
For the last 9 months,
Who
lady.
is this old baby?
When I go get groceries, what are you doing?
It's like a Benjamin Button thing going on here.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It came
We
out
did a gender
smoking.
reveal though. It's like the new trend, man.
Right. But
explain how'd you do yours?
Yeah,
like,
how did you do yours?
We tried to do something somewhat different. So my son, like I said, he was big into baseball,
Sure.
and I pitched the baseball to him.
Okay.
And I tried to be careful because the ball just had, the powder or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
inside. So I threw it to him. I missed it about 2 or 3 times. And I was like, oh man. Let me
so
move
those
up.
didn't make the tape. No, those got cut out the tape. That was editing.
Some people film, but at the most part, I try to take pictures and stuff. But it came out cool, man.
That's cool.
At least you weren't sitting there throwing it up and missing it like by yourself.
That is low key enough. That isn't someone firing a cannon. I mean, we had guys setting off
lighting
dynamite.
California on fire.
Right.
Yeah, that was a gender reveal.
Well, sometimes they do the guys. A lot of guys are into cars, so they do the little smoke burnouts. And I was thinking Zach would have did it in his.
Zach drives a Dodge Charger.
RT baby.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. I like that. That's something different.
Okay, there we go.
Put it together right there.
See, but that's a good looking picture.
Yeah,
and that's great. I think that's fantastic.
That it looks like the steps where he did it.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
I think that's
cool.
fantastic.
It worked out for us.
You're not lighting anything on fire, and you're not blowing anybody up.
Yeah.
There's not potential injuries that could. I mean, there could. I mean, you could potentially have a kid that swings the bat, hits the catcher in the head, and then,
which was his mom, so that wouldn't have been.
Oh no, that wouldn't.
So they're also doing firework places have blue or pink.
Still dangerous, right? Fireworks.
Of course, that's in the same as boy's story.
Yeah.
Like it's the same
Totally agree.
thing.
I'm not opposed to somebody doing fireworks as long as it's not after 1 a.m. and
I don't know who thinks that their gender reveal has to be so grandiose as to I lit California on fire. Or
and then they were fined.
Yeah,
but ultimately, how do you find
everyone has the right to come to that person's house and slap them.
Yeah,
this guy might not have a face anymore when he's
people
done.
Literally lost their home.
Slap him or the
businesses.
baby. Like, your gender reveal,
baby.
sir.
Oh man,
you got to slap the baby.
I hope your baby switches genders on you.
Oh, you're from Sacramento. I hope your kid. That's a very red district.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think while I don't have any issue with people doing gender reveals or having parties for their gender reveals, I just think the extremes of it just strike of irresponsibility. Because ultimately, it's only going to last the excitement is only going to last as long as finding out. Oh, it's a boy, it's a girl.
Yeah.
But then if you burn down half a state,
I'm gonna chisel the gender into the moon with my laser.
I'm just gonna say that they didn't realize they set the fire until after the party was over. So they was probably like, "Hey,
or whatever.
Somebody's burning behind."
Well, that's no different than the president had the 4th of July thing up at Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah,
they had a grand fireworks display. Mm-hmm. Well, they have not officially said that there were any wildfires that started as a result of that, but the same night as that, they did have some fires that started close by that had to be then put under control. So it's like, well, maybe this year we just don't need fireworks.
That wasn't Trump. That was the Proud Boys lighting up their
These are some proud ass fireworks.
It was right behind them.
I feel like they'd probably just blame Antifa.
Antifa's
out in the woods
setting off those fireworks.
Trying to blame it on our fireworks.
Too bad. Like a little hot ember didn't land on that pelt of Donald Trump's hair and just he's like, oh God, I'm on fire.
Somebody put this out.
This is the hottest fire ever.
You're gonna have another one put back on.
100%. Okay, what do we all think about this gold Donald Trump?
Yeah, I feel like
it's
if
hilarious.
you're gonna,
it's so cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if you're gonna claim to be the party of Christianity and whatnot, the giant golden idol that doesn't to me it is a character.
Everybody has the book. Nobody's read the book. It wasn't even like Donald Trump. It was a character of Donald. It was like the picture you get drawn of you at the beach, and they put it.
It does look like that.
That's what it looks like.
They said it was made in Mexico.
No shit.
I swear.
Of course it was.
I swear.
I'm lost.
I really like my. It's made where? Son of a bitch.
Trump voice.
Set it up.
Oh no.
I feel like he's probably spoken by now, right? Didn't he do his, was it yesterday or today he was doing a speech? Or is he the closing act?
I don't know because I don't have to hear from him. So
I know. I agree.
Where do we hear from him now?
Who's that?
I want to get on the radio.
Trump. I don't want to hear him.
Maybe he'll
talk.
take Rush Limbaugh's spot.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, start smoking cigars. Yeah.
Yeah. Start smoking. Take more pain medication than you really need.
My impression of Rush Limbaugh: smoking doesn't cause lung cancer. It doesn't.
Can I try that impression? Smoking doesn't cause lung cancer.
Yeah, that sounds like
That's it.
That's Rush. That's Rush.
Oh yeah. Liberal media's at it again.
There it is. That's what it is.
What's Michael J. Fox faking it for? Like what?
Okay, so I was at the day that Rush Limbaugh died. I was asked. I said, "So did you hear Rush Limbaugh died?" And I said, "I did. I heard it in the car." And then I turned the car off. And they go, and he asked. He says, you're not upset or sad about it? And I was like, I have the utmost respect for what Rush Limbaugh was able to build as far as a giant media empire, not an empire, AM, FM talk radio. Let's be honest.
He's in the top. They got him in podcasts. He's in the top 20.
Well,
worldwide.
Yeah, and that's great. I have the utmost respect for his ability to tell stories.
100%.
His ability. He could bring people in.
He draws you in with.
He
stories.
was so hated.
But nothing he said he believed. I'm not gonna say he was a Democrat or he was liberal. He was definitely conservative. But even he didn't believe the crap he said. All he did was he knew how to sell it in a way that would draw more people in, and then they'd buy whatever horse shit that he's selling.
Yeah.
So
they do have ads every 3 seconds. He'll start you off and see have you ever had back pains?
Yeah.
Go to adamandeve.com.
Yeah. It'll be random. You be like, yo, this is commercial this whole time.
Yeah.
Damn, Rush.
The best thing I heard reaction wise to him dying was Paul F. Tompkins tweeted out, I have to say something positive about Rush Limbaugh. I'm glad Rush Limbaugh lived long enough to get cancer and die.
Oh my God.
I don't have any hate for the man. He did do pretty fantastic as a radio host, but ultimately, I don't really care that he's dead.
No.
See, so when he said you don't care that so this individual said you're not upset at all that Rush Limbaugh's dead, and I was like, well, we're about to hit 500,000 people that have died from COVID.
100%.
I guarantee you that 99% of them were better people than Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, he's just a piece of corn in the shit bucket.
Yeah, I don't, and he had cancer. He had other things going on with him that he stayed alive through all of it. So how much of it was an act?
You're right.
He got the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Is that what it was?
Yes.
How dumb. How dumb.
President Trump was so oddly excited about being able to give Rush Limbaugh an award.
But you got to think, if it wasn't for Rush Limbaugh, Trump wouldn't have won.
Probably.
He needed Rush.
Pin the tail on the bigot.
Yeah.
You're right, but he needed Rush. Rush did his job. If we want to be 100%,
go preach to the potato brain masses, and you're just like, all right, you fucking fence posts, go out and vote for Trump.
Speaking of potato brains, Mr. Potato Head, no more.
Are you disappointed about
that? No, they're still making.
Cool with it.
It's Mr. Potato Head, and Mrs. Potato Head. It's just being packaged in
Together.
Potato Head.
Yeah.
That's
you
see when you said
and
potato
people
head.
are tripping about it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's a picture of Mr. Potato Head going up the stairway to heaven.
You know where I got this from?
Yeah.
I got this from a conservative. They was like, look all the stuff they took away from us this year.
Took away from us.
They have a Paw Patrol
I
dog.
see about the potato head thing though.
They have Gina Carano or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben.
So the idea is that by naming the potato head thing Mr. Potato Head, that they have gender identified him. We haven't asked Mr. Potato
Gender
Head.
reveal on the
We
potato
haven't
head.
asked Mr. Potato Head what he wants to
They
be.
don't give a shit about Mrs. Potato Head having the Mrs.
That's what I'm
dropped
trying to
off.
understand.
I don't see how that works.
But the titles aren't even gone.
What?
It's a packaging that says Potato Head. You either get the Potato Head that's Mr. Potato Head, or you get the packaging that's Potato Head that says Mrs. Potato Head.
Binary
They're still
potato
gonna have
head.
both.
Yeah.
And ultimately, how come there's not some gender that you can stick on? Why can't there just be one potato head that has it?
Does Mr. Potato Head did it come with a dick in this box?
you still gotta go in the butt either way on either one of them.
There's a hole.
Yeah, you still gotta.
Everybody knows you open his ass to get all the parts out, right?
Exactly. That's where it comes
Imagine Mr. Potato Head was on Cyberpunk. You could just put on whatever penis you want on.
Mr. Potato Head's rocking a knee knocker.
Mr. Potato Head. This
You talking about Mr. Potato Head? I got this shit.
Oh my god.
There's no doubt in Mr. Potato Head's man.
That's hilarious, man.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
Man,
So
it's crazy.
Cyberpunk. Have you played Cyberpunk, Murphy?
No, but I heard it's
I got it
crazy
the
how you
first
can
time, but
add
I brought
your
it
person,
the
like,
dick
so you can
picture.
edit everything about your guy.
Edit everything.
Yeah.
Zach
I was like,
Zach
man.
decided to show us
Yeah, what his person was.
what he thinks.
I was instantly like, you can put a dick on it. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, I can make it a female and put a dick on it too. It's great.
Don't let your son get that game, man.
Nah.
Hey, see, I gotta treat that game how my mom was treating what
Grand
game
Theft
was-
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto
Auto,
whenever I
of
was
course, yeah.
growing up. My
yeah.
mom was like,
You
you're
kill
not getting
hookers?
that.
Well, after you bang them, if you
Yeah,
want your
I
money
used
back,
to
you got to
know,
do what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
I
no
used to have to
mature
go over
games.
Dominique's house and play Grand Theft Auto at his house,
Yeah.
and his mom would be in the kitchen, and she'd be like, Dominique. Did that just say what I think it just said? And all you hear is, motherfucker, you know what it is, motherfucker. It's CJ. CJ.
That's like
Bro,
Grand
I
Theft
told
Auto
you to turn the
5.
sound off.
Yeah.
When my parents would hear that, like you hear what's his name in Grand Theft Auto when you're Franklin, his best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, listen here, motherfucker, with that yee ass haircut. Just like,
Oh my god.
I'm fucking dying laughing. My dad's like, what the hell are you playing?
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back here in a few minutes, and we're gonna hear more about Murphy,
Yes.
because he's got an interesting story to tell. So
Cool.
we'll come back here just after the break. Stick around. We have to thank our sponsor, G.O.T. Sound Studio, and its owner and operator, Dominique Stewart, better known as Neek the Geek. G.O.T. Sound Studios offers a variety of recording experiences from music, voice, and instrumental recordings and production, as well as podcasts. G.O.T. Sound Studio is located in Columbia, South Carolina, and operated by the most talented producer and engineer in the business. G.O.T. Sound Studio is a Black-owned business. Bring your recording business needs here. You can find details on their Facebook page or by calling 803-243-2302 or emailing gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. That's gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. All right, Nothingers, I want to cue you in about a friend of the pod, MW Graphics. If you own a business or restaurant and the time has come to build that unique brand, you have got to get a hold of MW Graphics. MW Graphics specializes in brand identity, including logos, business cards, flyers, and anything else to promote your business. And now, MW Graphics offers printing services to help with your clothing needs, including sports teams. I can tell you from our own experience, MW Graphics is responsible for our new logo, as well as the Ball of Duty softball team logo and jersey sponsored by the All About Nothing podcast, and we couldn't be happier with what's been produced. For more information, you can search Facebook for MW87 Graphics. You can email mwgraphics@theallaboutnothing.com. That's mwgraphics@theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. Hey everyone, I want to take a quick moment to mention one of our new sponsors, thepaintedmoment.com. That's thepaintedmoment.com. Check this out. Have you ever taken a photo with your phone or digital camera that would look amazing as a watercolor canvas painting? Well, now there's a website ready to take your photo and turn it into digital painted moments. This is how it works. Visit thepaintedmoment.com, follow the instructions, and your digital photo will be enhanced and returned to you with links on where you can have an image printed to canvas or whatever else you'd like to do with it. We've already got a couple of these enhanced photos hanging around the house, and trust me, you'll love what comes out. Thepaintedmoment.com. Create a painted moment in time from your digital photos. Thepaintedmoment.com. Seriously, check them out today. Thepaintedmoment.com. Welcome back to the All About Nothing podcast. We're going to talk about Mortal Kombat real quick, and then we'll get into Murphy. So
Yes. What do y'all think
there's a
It looks
new
rad. I like it.
I like
there's
it.
a new
pretty cool.
Mortal
Looks good.
Kombat movie coming out.
Yeah.
Who is in the new Mortal Kombat movie?
Not many people you know.
Yeah, I think it's all new actors.
Sub-Zero, that guy.
Yeah.
Liu
Noob,
Kang.
Saibot, Reptile, Goro,
I think it'd be cool.
Scorpion, Kung Lao,
Those are
Liu
cool.
Kang.
Now, what do you think would be better? Have you-
Raiden.
or unless you already seen it, have you seen the Godzilla versus?
Oh,
No, I
I think
ain't
that
seen it
looks
yet.
fantastic.
So do you think Godzilla or Mortal Kombat?
I'd be more interested to see Mortal Kombat, but
Really?
King Kong versus Godzilla looks rad, and apparently there is going to be a winner. It's not going to tie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there-
the director
there's-
said, nope, someone's going to win.
Well, and not only that,
It's
is
not
it
going
this?
to be Godzilla.
I wouldn't think so. I'm
I
pretty
mean, if
certain
it's a
it's
Chinese-made movie,
thumbs.
Still,
King Kong's at thumbs. That's
Godzilla has to win.
Chinese people
technically.
kill Godzilla in the old Godzilla movie.
that's
Godzilla can't choke a bitch. King Kong be like, just choke the lizard and be
Yeah.
done with it.
Does
Exactly.
Wayne
I feel
Brady
like
have
it's
to choke a
supposed to be
bitch?
easy.
King Kong got to choke a lizard? I'll do it.
Hasn't there been like 8 of those movies?
Do what?
8
King Kong and Godzilla. I feel like it's
together
one show.
fighting each other?
There's been several, but this is the first Hollywood version of this because it's the King Kong from Skull Island, right? And
that
it's
one was pretty good. I
Godzilla
like
from
that
the last Godzilla movie, the Godzilla King of the
They make
Monsters. or
one
something.
King Kong
I
movie
didn't watch the
recently, like the
Godzilla.
Peter Jackson one, and that was it.
So that was
Oh,
the
Skull
first-
Island.
Skull Island was
Yeah.
the follow up to that.
How did Skull Island end? Because then now I'm
I don't
wondering,
remember.
like, how do you go get King Kong?
I just know
And
you
it's
had-
Tom Hiddleston
You had
on the
Samuel L.
boat.
Jackson in it. I think he died early.
It was like two. It was like two forest almost.
They were
I think
about to
you wanted
sacrifice
had to, like,
a lady,
cross
if I'm
over, and
not
I was like a
mistaken.
whole nother
Yeah.
village.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Naomi Watts.
Yeah. But that was like in the 30s, and then King Kong must be old as shit because the Skull Island wasn't that like.
In the 40s or 50s or something.
Oh, I thought it was like Vietnam era.
The second one was.
Well, yeah.
But I think the first one with Black Jack. Jack Black.
Jack Black.
That one was, I think that was like the 30s or the 40s or something like
Right.
that. Because they were on like an old steam tugboat.
We're gonna steam across the Pacific and go to Skull Island and
100%.
grab this monkey and take him back home with us. And I keep saying monkey, he's an ape. They're different.
Yeah, don't identify what you think he is until you know.
Here we go.
He's an ape
Until you've asked.
You a chimpanzee?
Man, hell no.
Chimpanzee.
You orangutan?
I'm like a chimp. I'm like a chimp to you.
You a Pongo pygmaeus?
I'm just, I'm throwing darts in the dark
Never
here.
heard
So
that.
You never heard of that?
No.
I learned that from the movie. It was about a monkey in a hotel.
Dunstan checks in.
Yes, that's where I learned that name
That
because
sounds crazy.
that's what type of monkey he was.
He was a what?
Pongo pygmaeus, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
not
right.
because you
When I
knew
heard
that.
it,
I mean,
just-
but
it was
I was a
because
young lad when I found that.
I'm actually more impressed that I'm going to believe it.
I mean, maybe
I know
somebody
you
can
probably
fact
used
check
to say
me.
that all the time when you were a kid.
I probably
showing
did.
off that you knew it.
I did.
Well, you know,
Hey,
you know,
we're gonna
humans
watch
are
Dunstan
apes,
Checks
right?
In.
Yeah.
What was
I
it?
bet you know what
Dunstan?
kind
We
of
are.
monkey is.
Humans are a part of the great apes with gorillas and orangutans and chimpanzees.
Yeah,
Oh,
how you think we got Gorilla's glue?
Oh man. So,
She's like, it makes sense. We're all great apes. I'm gonna put it in my hair.
so we're on break earlier, and I learned that apparently there's a hair product called Gorilla Snot,
Yes.
and immediately I clue in because I asked. I said, "Is this
Gorilla
a-
jizz was taken.
Is it is Gorilla Snot?"
Put this in your hair.
Oh,
It's for everybody.
Cameron, did you research that?
He
Nick?
said it's for everybody.
No.
It occurred to me because I only reference point for it was Dominique, and I said
Nick was sold on the
I feel
Mohawk.
like I feel like this is one of those products that might need a name change.
Oh yeah.
Well,
was-
Nick said he's gluing stuff on his Camaro with Gorilla Glue.
I did not say it was
Did
a
he
Ford. It was a Ford.
Did he say he did his
It was a Ford Focus.
Did he say he's getting some X pipes on it? And he said he's gluing it with Gorilla Glue.
You can Gorilla Glue the X pipes on for sure.
Yeah.
The flow
It
master.
really sound like.
It'll go. Ooh, 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 ooh.
He's hating because my Camaro's nicer than his Charger.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder,
That's
sir.
hilarious.
Straight car back.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to bring it up, and then
But it's okay.
Sex
But
appeal is in the body of the Camaro.
I don't even know what you said.
you said a sex
You said beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I said sex appeal is in the body of the Camaro.
It sure ain't in the engine.
Oh man.
Nick had to hear. He couldn't tell if his car was on or off.
Because everybody was loud.
it's. I gotta speak for Nick on this. I didn't know if his car was off, but that was like he's right. It was loud.
Hey,
Everybody was talking.
When everybody.
Because my car was running. You couldn't hear.
Oh, you heard vroom when Zach
I
started.
couldn't tell if your car was on either. Now.
Oh, now you're just lying.
You say that's a Hemi. I
There
just
was
feel
a
like
lot
you
of-
bought the letters.
Oh, I'll put the hood.
There was a lot of traffic. I heard a lot of
I
traffic.
bought the demons.
Oh,
And I did not
Demon
gorilla
Drive.
glue them. That's called double-sided tape.
When Dominique started his car, I thought a Prius was out there.
You got jokes, Mr.
Honda, gas saver. What you got to say about that?
Honda's classic.
See, I got you there too. Mine will go
You
down
got
to
a
four
gas
cylinder.
saver. I got an ass slayer. What's up?
Only thing getting slayed is your ass when you on that road.
Man.
I'm going back to the control room.
There you go. So we do have Murphy in the studio.
Yes.
And this was an invite of Mr. Trent Clark here.
Hello.
Yeah,
Murphy
appreciate it, man.
Murphy has a story, and I guess I'll let Trent start because
We can. Murphy.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your upbringing. So you went to Chapin.
Yes, I did.
Can you explain to the people how did you get to Chapin so we can all fully understand that?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Okay.
Not really, but I'll make it short. You know, I was born in New York.
Okay.
I was raised by a family that wasn't necessarily my blood family, but I've been with them ever since I was 1. And I got adopted by them when I was in 3rd grade.
Wow.
Okay.
So that was cool. You know, I was in school. We did a whole big thing. And, you know, when you get adopted, I'm officially, you know, their child.
Yeah.
But, you know, I always felt like I was a
Their
family because
child
that's the only
already.
family I've ever had and I
Sure.
ever knew, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm blessed and I love all of them, all my family, you know, all that. But, you know, it was when 3rd grade, I officially got adopted. They gave me the choice, which was cool, if I wanted to change my name. So my original name was Amar Murphy,
Okay.
first and last name. So Murphy was technically my last name.
Okay.
I never knew that.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know
That's
that. But
crazy.
Yeah. So, you know, me-
That's crazy.
Now 16 more people know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, I think we're up to 20 subscribers now. So
26.
it's all good,
Don't
man, you know.
disrespect them. Man. we might.
But that was a cool part of the process. So, you know, ever since I was younger, you know, people always used to call me Murphy. You know, I don't know where it came from. It was just, you know, I guess like
It's
a nickname.
smooth. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
smooth.
So I took the choice when I was in 3rd grade. I went to court and all this stuff and went through the whole process. And I chose to switch my name, took their last name, which is Kauser. So I put Amar as my middle name. It's the Murphy Amar Kauser.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So,
nice
I mean,
name.
That's a fun fact. That's
yeah,
it.
it gives me a full
How long
name.
have I known
'cause
you?
That'd been at least 2004 when I
At
first
least.
came. I got the Chapin in 2004, but I moved around a lot.
Yeah.
You know, my dad he was a regional manager. He worked in the restaurant business for like 25 years, and then he moved to eyewear. He worked for America's Best, and he became a regional manager.
Okay.
So we had to keep moving. You know, we have a big family. I have 2 sisters, 3 brothers.
Goodness.
Yeah. So we have another adopted sister.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, you know, we're a big mixed family.
But
Yeah.
Of course.
It's all love. So
Yeah.
when we moved from New York, we moved down south.
What
And
did you think when y'all were going to move to South Carolina?
I mean, of course, I didn't want to.
Right.
You know, I was young. New York was what I knew. I was maybe like 11, 10.
Where in New York?
We were in upstate.
Okay.
So we were outside, like 20 minutes outside of Albany, small town
Oh, okay.
called Waterford, you know.
So you had trees. You wasn't seeing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Yeah, you lived
So
in a
you
beautiful-
already
But,
used
Hold
to
on.
the trees.
New York
it was-
City's
it
got
was
trees.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying, but
Yeah, because
It has a
see,
you
That's
wasn't seeing
blocks of trees.
skyscrapers and stuff like
Right.
no,
that.
but I mean, if you go like 20 minutes up the road, you're in the
You're
city.
in Albany.
So,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Albany's
It's different. You
not
know, a lot of
small.
people, you know, always expect, oh, you from New York, and I was like, yeah, and they're like, where you from? Like upstate. I'm like, you're not from New York. Because people always think, oh, you're gonna say Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan.
Brooklyn, they're
something
gonna
like
give you
that.
one of the
But
railroads.
New York is a big state,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
people don't understand. You know, it's like any state. Wherever you go, it's gonna be different parts. It's gonna be
Yeah.
different areas.
That's like Florida.
yeah.
I look at Florida and New York the same way.
You can
because-
drive 5 minutes up the street and you'll be in the hood, and then
Yeah.
you'll be back in the city. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like wherever you go, it's everything's different.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
absolutely.
Chapin to Columbia. Like if you want a city, just go
Yeah.
to 20 minutes,
20
30
minutes
minutes
down.
down.
Yeah,
Right
but
there.
you're gonna get more buildings and stuff in between,
Sure.
as much as trees and stuff.
And just as a sidebar, I did drive past Little Mountain this morning. I missed it.
See, he's
It's
hating
because
on
we don't have a light. Because they don't have a light.
hating
They
on light.
have a flashing.
light.
They have a
Yeah.
caution light.
Yeah.
They don't
See,
have
it's
a
different.
whole
You
light.
know, when
Definitely
you get up
changed
there,
Little
it's
Mountain
always
to Big Hill.
cross stops.
Big hill.
There's always crossroads and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can walk. My older brother, he didn't get a license till he was like 20. He used
Oh,
to
yeah.
ride his bike. We used to ride our bikes everywhere, and we could walk.
That used to be
you
a
know.
thing, man. You used to see at least like 20, 30 kids in Chapin riding their bikes.
Times have
Yeah.
changed
Every day.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Most definitely.
not for the better. I think life was better when kids could go outside and play more. You didn't have to be concerned about somebody coming along and swiping your children.
100%.
I rode my bike to Ellett Brothers a couple times, and I think the second or third time I did that shit, I was like, "Who's taking me home?"
I used to ride my bike from football practice to two-a-days
Mm-hmm.
every day.
Yeah,
Like that's how I lost.
you
a lot
regret
of
that
weight.
ride home too.
Hell no, because I used to actually from football practice. I used to take that.
Yeah, I'm not. That maybe is that neat?
Nick, do you have something playing?
Say what?
Do you have something playing?
Oh, my bad. I can cut that out.
Okay.
No. You don't,
Okay.
No, don't cut it out. Leave
It's
it in.
Somebody's got good ears, though.
But yeah, I didn't know. I knew I was hearing something. I was
Turn
like,
down the
game is
Pornhub,
annoying.
Nick. Easily.
Now, somebody sent me a video. It was supposed to be funny, and it wasn't.
So, after I used to leave two-a-days football practice, I used to go work for my uncle at the Chapin car wash. The
Okay.
one that's in the middle of Chapin. So I used to do that, and after that, I used to get
The
my
one by
husband-
Zesto.
Yup.
That dude does my friend Jerry's car.
Well, he doesn't own it no more.
Rashad.
Yeah, he doesn't own it no more. But
Never mind.
They was-
it's like
they was
it's
there
been
for a real long
man,
time.
that
man.
that
Ever
thing's
since I
been
can
like
remember.
owned by like at least 10 owners.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
you graduated from Chapin in
2009.
2009. So I was working at GIS in Chapin.
Oh, so you know my cousin Nicole
I don't-
Kessler, light
The
skinned girl.
name sounds familiar.
She used to be like over a lot of people.
I think everybody in Chapin went through GIS.
Yeah,
at
my
some
wife
point.
currently works at GIS.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, like, I think I know half the
2009, you
workers.
said?
I was there. No, 2009 was when they laid me off.
Oh.
2000. I was there from 2007 through beginning of 2009.
She probably was there. 10 years, I think. She
Yeah.
did GIS.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Oh,
people
yeah.
do it. I'm not.
Man.
We're not going to badmouth GIS.
I mean, still, it's
I-
just
yeah.
any job. I've been in my job 6-7 years now. I was at
Oh,
Elder
yeah.
Brothers for 9
Yep.
years.
See, he was part of the Ellett Brothers.
crew,
Oh,
the Ellen
yeah.
Brothers crew.
Murphy,
Yeah.
just throw your 2 cents in. That place sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Modern
was
day
bad.
slavery.
And
And they
yeah.
gave you a pat mule to ride.
Yeah, don't
They
let
gave
it
you
hit
a
your
mule.
head.
And then it's like
Yeah, you got 30 acres and a mule to ride on.
they tell you you're getting a raise, and they just make everybody's pay the same rate.
Yeah.
So people's pay is going down instead of, and the people that come in new are the pay is going up.
That's crazy.
They give you 25-cent raises some year. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Like,
And then they go bankrupt.
yeah. That's because people were pocketing money upstairs.
But y'all remember whenever a certain young lady that was working at Ellett Brothers, I don't want to even have to say her name, but she's been working there more than the years than I've been alive.
Yeah.
And she told me that $11 an hour was as high as she would ever make at Ellett Brothers.
Oh yeah.
If you
which is
pack faster,
crazy.
you make more money. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
I mean, once I heard that,
Had to get up out of there.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all had jobs where we were kind of like,
Well, I
we
traded
knew-
it in for Amazon, and that was just as worse, as bad. I don't.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I think Amazon was even like it was a lot worse. But the only thing with Amazon is I was working the swing shift, so I would have Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, then go work Thursday and Friday.
And you had Saturday and Sunday off.
Oh man, it was the best shift ever.
Yeah, right?
I eventually, right before
You
I
didn't have
quit,
the kids back then.
I didn't have
Yeah.
no
Difference.
kids back then.
That's
before
the
I
other thing.
quit, I had the Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, which was cool. But I worked that donut shift too.
Yeah.
That place is like someone put a meme in there like Jeff Bezos' face whenever the Amazon worker goes to 95% production to empty his piss bottle.
oh yeah,
It's pretty much like they're like, you can't take work shits here.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what you have to do.
Well, I was watching a special on like the meatpacking industry. I guess it was just recently on John Oliver's show where he's talking about like he had footage of a guy that basically just couldn't hold it any longer. He was on the pork line, and he just stoops down below the conveyor belt and pees down onto the floor, and it's like, I mean, but if that's the situation that's been created, how do you fix that without? Because these people think that they have to stand there and do that work as hard as they're doing it for as long as they're doing it. If their hours are, if they have 8 hours that they're supposed to work in the day, and the production, whatever the production percentage is, if it drops, then they're being chastised for it.
100%. Then you're getting rolled up for it.
Yeah,
You're getting rolled up, and then you gotta explain.
Oh, there's a thing us humans do. It's called number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, Elliott Brothers used to give us a 15-minute break. Like, really and truly, that was a slap in the face.
30-minute
It
lunch.
would take us 5 minutes to walk out,
Yeah.
and then we'll get out there, and then
wait, hold
They
on.
switched
There
to an
wasn't.
hour, though.
There weren't bathroom facilities like.
Oh yeah, there's bathrooms inside.
but they were near the door.
You walk into that place, you step into 1972. I mean,
All over again.
if you go upstairs, there's literally carpet on the walls, like shag carpet. You remember that?
Yeah, I definitely remember
Like,
that.
okay, it's wood paneling, carpet on the walls, dusty, just
Murphy,
That's
you remember
crazy.
when we used to go up there? It used to be a whole new world when we used to
Yeah.
go up there. They had AC.
yeah. You're like,
Exactly, and still complain, be like, can you tell that person, whoever that is playing that music, to turn it down? I used to be down there, man, screaming,
Man.
singing all kinds
All
of stuff.
kind
on
of
purpose.
crazy stuff.
I get on the microphone. I remember one time I got on the mic. I was like, "Yeah, I'm selling the dollar candy bars. So whoever wants some, just meet me outside on lunch break."
Over the loudspeaker.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
like 5
Give a
minutes
damn
later.
about Spencer?
yeah, yeah. You get on that microphone and do like a funny voice when you ask
What,
for like
man?
corrugate. And then Spencer come over and be like, "Listen, I heard you on the."
Come to my
PA.
office. See, come
Yeah.
to my office.
Cut it
Spencer.
out,
I'm
guy.
gonna slap those glasses off your damn face.
And then 5 minutes later, bro, he called me. Murphy, can you come to my office, please? I was like, I started laughing. I'm riding on a little mule, and I'm riding by the packet stations on purpose. People are laughing at me like, you already know what he's calling you for. I was like, man, shit, y'all want some candy bars? You better come out.
Hey, I'm telling you, they about to let me go.
When I put in my 2 weeks notice for him and told him I was going to Amazon, he's like, I hear it's not the best job in the world. I'm like, what? I'm leaving here. It's up from here.
Don't try to persuade me.
Nah, the thing that killed me, he did the calculations like, their production rate is this. So technically, if you work that many hours there, but you work the same amount of hours here, and you make production, you can still make the same amount of money. We're like, no, bro, it's not
hooray.
working.
Hooray. Thanks,
We're not-
Spence.
it's not
Spencer, I'm
working,
going to tell you a little piece. There's only up from a valley in hell, and I am going.
That place was bad, though.
There was literally a room that was cooled by fans full of gunpowder.
Yes.
Don't bring nothing in there.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
There are
The
rooms
gunpowder room.
Gunpowder.
that were cooled by fans that were
Yes.
housing nothing but gunpowder.
Yeah.
Yes.
No AC. Gunpowder.
How is this
With a-
gunpowder being stored?
On
Not
wa-
like dripping
all-
TNT, is it?
No.
And
it's
these
like-
People
little
100%
makeshift
drop
wood
shelves and
cabinets
stuff.
They built,
But
wood
you got to
cabinets.
understand, Barrett. They would give the gunpowder AC, but not the
employees.
workers.
From a safety aspect, they should have been giving you all. But that's a good idea with the gunpowder.
Thanks,
I'm
Barrett.
not going to say
Yeah, they
from a
said-
safety aspect.
They even said like some of the stuff was just gone off. I'm like, what? Huh?
Then you
We
would.
used to run over bullets all the time. and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, 22 rounds would just pop.
Yep.
You'd be like, okay.
Shut up.
Oh, no.
all the time. Bro.
Like at work.
all the time.
Someone cracks someone over with the.
Y'all were
pack
working in the
mule.
war zone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not Sky. We got reckless, man. We were working there. Some people just run them shits over on purpose.
On
So-
purpose, dog.
So
Hey,
hold on.
watch
You
this.
run over it with the mule. There's the potential that if there is a bullet in the round,
Oh, it's popping.
Oh, and it did do that.
how? I mean, okay. So
Sounds just like a gunshot.
Yeah.
How-
It's like, "Tack."
that's crazy.
Yeah, you just see someone at the packet station be like, ah,
Like Ace
what the
Ventura.
fuck is that?
Oh man,
Oh, God.
It's crazy,
Oh,
man.
this is worse than.
that was with Will Ferrell. He got hit with the tranquilizer.
No,
Did y'all have tranquilizer?
Yeah. Oh, no.
we
no.
had
We
bear
had all kinds of
spray.
Yeah,
Okay.
so people would break.
Bear
Remember when the
mace.
bear mace would break?
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think it happened like three
Oh, it was
times.
horrible, Bear.
And it had its own room full of pepper spray and
Yeah.
stuff. And so, like, you'd go in there and be like,
Mace, they had all kind of mace.
this
The
is
mace
crazy.
that-
I just
they
drove
had
by the mace room and
that you
someone definitely
spray
broke
and
it.
sticks on your face like a
Yeah.
spider web.
Oh my gosh. This
Yeah.
is crazy. This
Like if you want to do a gender reveal with the bear spray, they used to be colors for the bear
Oh,
spray.
man.
What's the stuff that you
I wouldn't-
shoot and it pops, explodes? People like put it in a field and you shoot it. It's not thermite, but it's
Oh, you talking about the little jars?
yeah. And you shoot
I'm
it, and people be like blowing refrigerators up with it
Mhm.
and stuff.
It's like a little jar. I can't remember what they call them, but they say to shoot it from like at least 100 yards.
This is crazy.
You know, like the UPS man.
I drove
has
past
no
that
idea.
place.
He's
People were
carrying
shooting
this
those in
stuff.
their backyard.
I know that's not the same as you guys working there, but I used to drive past that place.
Yeah, you don't feel safe driving by it.
Not now.
We were in there like, oh, it went off. Everybody cool?
Yeah,
We're cool.
I mean, at that point, man, we were young. We were messing with all
We didn't give
kinds
a
of stuff.
damn.
I'm
Barrett, it used to be
opening
people
everything that came in there.
Bear, it used to be people
They're
all
pulling
the
their guns
time.
out like, oh man, this is
Man, I'm in there with the 50 cal,
Man,
like yo, there's Desert Eagle right here, baby.
You come back to work. You're like, I just played Call of Duty. Let's find a Barrett 50 cal. Sure enough, you're like, this gun's 85 pounds.
on the bottom shelf.
On the bottom shelf,
Desert
baby.
Eagle.
That thing is so heavy, bro.
That is
If there was like a really cool gun, the only time you were allowed to open up the guns is if it was moving around in
It's
there.
never.
okay.
Yeah,
That's what we always say. It was
Yeah,
always
technically never.
This one's shifty.
Holy shit.
yeah. So you would be like, it's falling apart, and then like
gosh.
Kenny would come up and he'd be like, all right, open it.
Yep. Open it up.
Miss Debbie was cool though.
That's crazy.
You know where I seen Kenny at?
I still be shot. Miss Debbie still be on my Facebook, liking my stuff.
He was working at a apartment complex doing maintenance. If I'm not mistaken.
Who's that?
That's cool.
Yeah, Kenny. If I'm not mistaken.
Supervisor.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Ellett Brothers sucked. I totally forgot about the rounds going off in the.
Oh yeah.
The rounds.
Remember
and
we
then
were
got-
working with Kurt, so we had to do the replenishment. So we used to have to take the bullets from the top and load the shelves up.
Okay.
And the way the boxes are, especially the small bullets, they were so flimsy. If you don't put them, especially the people that cut them open, they'll cut the ammo box underneath it.
Dude,
Open it.
if you would drop ammo, that would be
And
so
bullets just
annoying.
go
You're
everywhere.
playing.
Nobody, a lot of time, nobody's gonna sit there and pick up all the bullets.
Hell no.
All the time they just put them.
Especially the 22s, the little small ones.
Yeah,
Oh, they're not.
those are the ones that always pop. They pop, pop, pop.
What always tripped me out is we get like Russian, like clearly like Soviet era guns,
Oh yeah.
and then you'd be like,
or
it
the
ha-
Soviet ever
The lever,
bullets.
Yeah.
the lever action rifles,
Yeah.
man. They had the old
Yeah,
school Call of Duty guns.
they had like it would be like a crate with guns in it that all had Russian words all over it
Yeah.
and stuff, and like
The
you would literally have
moss.
to like Indiana
Oh,
Jones
yeah.
pry it open and
Yeah, Miss
stuff.
Deb used to have those all the time. That's
Yeah.
when Shane was doing the gun room.
Yep.
Ellett Brothers, Chapin, South Carolina, closed.
I remember, I remember they got a cannon a couple times coming there.
Stop.
Mhm.
A cannon.
He used to do the gun show, right? At the
I
Jamil
never
Temple?
did the gun show.
Oh, okay. He used to do a gun show at Jamil Temple.
How they made up for the disastrous working conditions was
exactly.
leftovers. They'd be like, "Here's a fleece," or "Here's a chair." Like you're just like, oh.
A coin. This is Ellie
Thanks.
Brothers.
One time we got like, yeah,
Anywhere.
yeah.
What
coin.
What
Just
concession
proof.
stand did that
Basically,
go?
everything
Proof that you
everybody
worked there.
upstairs didn't want, they'd be like, "Hey, just give it to
It
the
was the
people downstairs."
antithesis
I
of
work in
a
radio.
sobriety
That's
coin.
how I got most of my
Hey,
clothing.
you
was
want to
radio
hear a
station
real crazy
shirts.
story though? Since
Yeah, go
we're on the
ahead.
topic,
Go ahead.
no lie, I found a voodoo doll. And
How-
remember the paper
What-
chute that used to come down?
what was
in
the SKU
back
number
of
on
the
it?
Man, I saw it. Once I saw it, I didn't touch it.
Did it have little
Oh.
glasses on it? 'Cause I'm
I
pretty
do
sure
not
it would
remember
be
how it looked.
expensive.
It was crazy because everything came from upstairs.
Yeah.
So they always threw all the recycling, like the paperwork. You remember
Yep.
they had those big bins in the back.
yep.
towards
Somebody
the
had
ammo.
a voodoo doll.
It was a legit
It was-
voodoo doll.
I don't know how it can be fake.
I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
when you see it,
Yeah,
it's,
hold on.
you
He
know what I'm
asked-
saying? It's
He
like
asked that question. Have you ever come across a fake voodoo doll?
well, when I think voodoo doll,
I
I
got
think
one in my
like
car, to be honest
a
with you.
stick thing with like clothes on it.
It
and-
was like it was what it you think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it necessarily has somebody. You know how it steps to that shit. Like I believe in that.
You have
kind
to get a
stuff.
piece of their
Somebody's
hair and
hair
stuff like
and
that.
blood.
Oh, dude,
you
I would
have to put
instantly be
on
like,
it.
and wait for someone to like scream
I
in pain.
forgot who it was, but somebody was like playing around with it. Like I'm gonna put it on my pack mule and ride around it. I said, man, you're crazy. Throw that thing in the dumpster.
Yeah, that's asking for trouble.
Well,
Yeah,
when I was
don't mess
managing-
around with that stuff.
I was managing a Goodwill on the Broad River, and someone donated a Ouija board.
Yeah,
And I had a
don't
bunch
mess
of
with those
religious
either.
people working as my hangers. And so I brought it out on their hanging station. And I was like, is this store, like, I can't remember what I asked it. And I was like, oh my God, here we go.
Is this store haunted?
I'm like, Jessica, it's spelling out your name.
And that was his last day there.
Ouija board is a weird game to me
Very
because
weird.
it's
With that.
it's
Oh,
because
You're
that-
not
that's a
summoning
game.
Satan from a Parker Brothers game.
yeah, that's the thing is it's a board game. I don't understand.
Is it
like,
considered a
what are the
game?
rules?
It is. It's
They
made by
made
Parker
those-
Brothers.
Oh,
I heard
didn't
that
know
they
that.
made those during like one World War to like so people could talk to their loved ones,
Yeah,
their
that's
dead
what
loved
I'm.
ones.
That's what I.
People do weird
associated
shit.
with.
But it's marketed as a board game, right?
I don't know.
I don't
man.
even
I don't
think
mess
it's
with them.
supposed to be a board game.
No, I don't think so.
Talk to Satan today. Grab
Not
your
from
Parker
back in
Brother
the day,
Ouija
man.
board. Summon demons. Open a portal to hell.
Nah,
Come
I
on
don't- I
down
don't
and have
mess with
fun.
those. I don't mess with them.
All you gotta do is ask them the yes or no question the whole time, and you just be.
It's supposed to, the spirit's supposed to guide you.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it. You're moving it. I'm not moving it. You're moving it.
So really and truly, who's really moving
You're
it? Come
fucking
on.
moving
Yeah,
it.
you're moving the thing.
Somebody.
That's
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
saying. It's either gonna be that, or everybody's gonna be like, oh.
No. When it starts moving across the table on its own, that's
Yes,
when
that's
I'm-
the real Ouija
When it lights
board.
on fire.
Paranormal
Huh.
activity and whatnot.
Parker Brothers, you're getting a phone call and a strongly written letter.
to your supervisor.
I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but the devil is now in my guest room.
Yeah.
And I am tired of
Zach's
it.
about to Karen the Ouija board.
that was the worst Friday night game night
I would
ever.
not do it.
Yeah, my mother was climbing up on the ceiling. Her head spun around. I don't get what's going on.
She's been dead for weeks.
That wasn't the Ouija board. That's K2, sir.
You're mainlining something. There's a gas leak in your house, sir. That's what's going on.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I did want to bring up WandaVision.
Come on.
So please, I saw it. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Are you watch it?
No.
No, so you don't care?
Nope.
Nick, you watch it?
I do see people talking
White
about it.
Vision.
Yeah. How long do you think he's going to last?
Vision that Wanda created will kill him.
Okay, so I agree. So Paul Bettany was interviewed several times, and he said that we are going to get a cameo of someone that he's always wanted to work with. That he has fire. That in their scene they have fireworks. Acting against each other or whatever. He was talking. He's got to have been talking about himself. He's always wanted to work with himself. I absolutely believe. I think we're going to see. Probably Benedict Cumberbatch is probably going to show up.
That's the only other magic person that I can think of.
So do we think? Do you believe in the show that we are going to see the melding of White Vision and Vision?
That's what I was just thinking. I
in
think
order
that
to get out.
Vision can't get out of the hex.
Right.
So I think he's going to get into the body of White Vision.
What about their children?
I think they're real. Wanda can create life spontaneously.
That's what we learned this week.
So, and Agatha is awesome. I think.
I think so, too.
What's her name is doing a
Catherine
great
Hahn.
job. Yeah, she's doing great, and she's still funny.
Yeah.
Especially when she was flying, and she's like, "You have the power to create life spontaneous. You're using it for dinner, for breakfast for dinner,
Yeah,
or
breakfast
whatever."
for
I was
dinner.
like, "Yeah, that's
This is a great show. If you're not watching it, you do have to get through the first few episodes, and then it gets to the point where you're seeing the outside come in.
I will say this: I Kevin Smith the last episode. I got teary eyed
When you saw
when they're sitting on the bed, and he's like,
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
had anyone to love, so I don't know what loss is. But what is grief? But love persevering. I was like, oh,
Makes you think about stuff, huh?
they write these like Marvel and Disney and do an amazing job of writing this. Now they spend their money for it, but it's I almost think that I prefer the story that the MCU is telling rather than the comics that I've read over years and years and years.
How old is Wanda supposed to be? Because when they were kids in the flashback and in the DVD box was a Malcolm in the Middle DVD.
80s. Yeah, she and her brother were born in the 80s.
So
in this.
she must
in the
be
MCU.
my
Malcolm in
age.
the middle.
Yeah.
It had to
No,
be
Malcolm in the
early
Middle was
90s, I
90s.
think.
They couldn't be more than like 11, 12 in
But
that
still, if you're
flashback.
born
Yeah.
in the 80s,
I mean, you're right.
Because Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston was in Breaking Bad, but he was in Malcolm in the Middle before that.
Yeah, he was
and,
Hal.
And they did like 9 seasons of that, I
I
think.
used
So
to watch
it
this
must
show
have
all the time.
started.
That
It must
was
have
funny.
started in like '98 or something.
Malcolm in the
That was
Middle?
a funny
Yeah.
show,
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was definitely in the 90s.
I was more of an Even Stevens fan than Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, I watched.
We already
I
know
watched
you were
all
hooked
those
on the Disney
shows.
Channel.
Hey.
I mean,
Disney was all right, man.
I thought I tagged you in it. Did you see they're bringing Rugrats back?
I did,
Yeah.
but I don't like
The
it.
cartoon, though.
Yeah,
Are they gonna
it
be
looked like
grown
it
or they
was.
gonna be kids?
It
It
looked
looks
like, No,
weird.
it's the same voice actors and everything, but I think they're using 3D animation.
Yeah, and I hate 3D animation.
They're
So
also-
bad.
I don't like
Aren't
what they
they-
did to the Ninja Turtles, man. I can't.
Oh,
get
yeah,
that.
I
Neither.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Ninja
Like
Turtles
you
was
can't once
my
you do
thing
it.
back in the day.
I
They
agree.
switched it so many times.
Well, Ninja
It's like
Turtles.
the Power Rangers. I could never get into that. Every season it was like Power Rangers from space. I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
Look at
it
this
did
dumb
change.
thing on his face. It's like
It changed every single season. It was almost like you had to accept, oh, now we're in space. Oh, now we're on Mars. Oh, now we're in the moon.
Where's Rita
I would
Repulsa?
much rather them bring back something like Doug other than the Rugrats.
I would like for them to bring back Doug. I like Doug was a
He
great
recently
show.
just turned 30 or something like that. Was
I
going
mean,
on
Bring
on
back
Facebook.
Doug now.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
what
I
wanna
need to see
I
Doug
wanna
and
see
Patty
Doug now.
Mayonnaise.
Grown ass Doug with like
I know
stubble
Patty
and
looks good.
COVID. No, the COVID,
COVID
season.
Doug.
of
What's the
Doug.
green guy name?
Skeeter.
Skeeter, yeah.
No, that's Skeeter, the one that used to hate on
Murphy,
Doug
you think
all the
Skeeter's
time.
the black guy in Doug?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Skeeter's the black guy.
Yeah.
100%.
He's blue, and I don't know. I mean, I guess.
He
He
said
just
like
got
a
the green
guy.
fade, bro.
Yeah.
He does have
That's
the-
true. He
does have the
does.
fade.
Well, who was
I'm gonna
evil
have to-
Doug that
I'm
had
gonna
like
have to look it
the
up,
he had
bro,
like
'cause
the
I can't
wave?
picture it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, with the jacket,
Yeah,
the leather
like the-
jacket.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
All I remember is
What was the dog's pork chop?
Yep.
pork chop.
Quail man.
Quail
Well,
man.
man.
Yeah, they have their own cartoon.
Patty mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I know she's a baddie now.
You just said a cartoon with a baddie. Right?
Hey,
Man, come on, man.
if we
Don't
want to
even
talk
act
about
like
some
that.
baddies,
Like,
we
you
can
never
talk about
loved the
Pit Star.
cartoon.
Pit Star needs to stop with what
The
they're
mom,
doing.
the mom from the Cleveland
Huh?
show. So she
Talking about
looked straight.
Pixar.
Yeah,
Pixar gives every woman in that show in those movies a dump truck ass.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying,
saying?
bro.
Like
Like,
the mom
come on,
from
y'all
Cleveland
know what y'all
show.
doing,
you wanna-
man.
Damn,
you
bring
wanna
Andy's
talk-
mom back. Andy's mom has got it going on.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
Bro,
my
how
gosh.
about Dexter's mom, bro?
See what I'm
Oh,
saying? Now he
man.
wants to chime in, but at first he was judging me because like you just said the
I
cartoon.
mean,
was
but
bad,
they
you
drew
know?
like real deal curves on her, give her calves
See,
and
look,
all.
nah,
bro.
she was thick,
But
right?
did you look at her
She
feet
was
though?
thick,
Did you look
right?
at Dexter's mom's feet? They
She
look
stayed
like
on
little.
her tiptoes, bro.
Yeah.
She stayed on her tiptoes.
Yeah, you
Nick,
like
we-
that? You like that?
Doug,
She walks on
hey,
the tiptoes?
Dexter's mom
She
used
a
to be a
dancer,
stripper,
huh?
bro.
Neek, I know you were looking at Dee Dee. You were just like, oh, look at that pencil legs.
I can't wait till she grow up.
She gonna look just like her
Yeah.
mama.
She looked like she was related to Hey Arnold.
Oh my god! yo.
Her and Helga.
You can
are
look like
stepsisters.
Helga. Dee Dee, you idiot! Get out of my laboratory. The best episode of Dexter was that omelette du fromage, but he
yeah.
could only say that because he put on the record player with the headphones to learn French, and it started skipping.
Yeah, and
and
I kept
so
saying the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
that's
over
all he
and
could
over
say. Like he was basically getting stuck up by somebody. He's like, omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but like I said, I want to see Doug. I want to see Dexter. I want to see them I want to see their COVID period. That's what I want to
Oh
see.
man, that'd be crazy.
I want to see the All Real Monsters again. What
Yeah,
are they
that
doing
was a
during
weird one,
COVID?
too.
Shit's
That was
getting
a
flushed
weird
out.
man. I think that was a little too weird. I don't think we were supposed to
I
see
watched
that.
it. Yeah. If I go back, man, I watched.
Think about it, man. You got a monster holding his hands up with two eyes like this, man. Come on, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was weird. I watched
Rocco's
I watched,
Modern Life was weird too.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
Hey
it was.
Arnold.
Oh
and
my
Hey Arnold was
God.
kind of weird too.
Yeah.
Man, but
Cat
y'all
dog.
know who was the weirdest though? Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved Ren and
and Beavis
Stimpy.
and Butthead. Too.
Did you know the person that wrote that? It's like
A Trumper big time.
no, not even a Trumper. He's like a
Acid head.
pedophile.
Oh,
Is he
that's not
Q?
good.
Is he Q?
I don't know, man, but they said you got some crazy stories about him.
probably
Yeah,
on-
it
he's
was
probably
something
on
really like
acid.
off-putting. Like, all right, we're done with Ren and Stimpy now.
Yeah.
Next
From the
week.
mind of a pedophile, yeah.
We'll delve into that
Oh,
next
you-
week. That'll be good.
When I look at stuff like that, I'm like, how do people even come up with this stuff?
You got to be high.
Some of the new
PCP.
cartoons are weird too, though.
Oh, a lot
Yeah,
of the
'cause
weird
then
cartoons.
you had
are high.
Stimpy like eating cat shit. Out
Oh
of
yeah.
yeah.
Well, and
That was what he ate
And
all
the,
time.
and the
Yeah.
devil with the big butt that was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all up in
Yeah,
the
that
TV
was.
screen.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls had him,
yeah.
the devil.
Yeah,
That shit was weird.
No, that was on
Jojo.
Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken, is that what it was?
yeah, Cow
Yeah.
Chicken was weird too.
Him was the bad guy in Powerpuff Girls.
Cartoon Network had all the weird shit.
Oh yeah.
And Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
I'm
Powerpuff Girls wasn't that bad.
Was that power put up?
Yeah, no,
That's crazy. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, another episode is in the books.
In the
Thank you
books,
very much.
man.
Murphy, thank you for joining us this
Thank you
week.
guys for having me.
Anytime.
It wasn't as
anytime.
hard as you thought, right?
Nah.
And
it
next
was
time,
cool, man.
next
I feel
time we'll
comfortable
talk
with
about
you
some of
guys.
your creativity.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I wanted to get into
We're
that.
supposed to get into that. Yes.
We got way off topic.
We
It's all
got way
good.
off the
That's
top.
all right.
We talked about old Nicktoons. We're
But
out.
we can talk about it real quick. Just real quick.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just a little bit.
Man, go on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Magnificent Art. I do all kind of artwork, drawing. You know.
Yeah.
What got you into the shoes though? What got you into
The
customizing
shoes is just
and
kind
stuff
of
like that?
random, you know.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting older. I want to figure out what I want to do, but I'm out here just trying to inspire people, man. That's why I'm trying to get back and just interact with people like you
Yeah.
guys that I've always been around and grew up with.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
share with people what I do,
100%.
And I feel
That's
like there's
great.
no limit to what anybody can do or what they want to do. So
Exactly.
you guys, everybody is an artist in their own way.
Sure.
Exactly.
So I just feel like I can do a lot of different art, and when I come around and I do something different, I'm just trying to inspire people to do stuff different too. And that's just
Absolutely.
what it's about.
Well,
for the
and
most part.
what was your Instagram again?
Magnificent Art, Magnificent Art. That's on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
You know.
All right, y'all make sure to look him up and follow for sure.
He's really dope.
Want to
Really
also make sure that we give a shout out to Neek the Geek, our engineer and producer, as well as the owner and operator of G.O.T. Sound Studio.
Meet the geek.
Columbia, South Carolina. To book anytime with him, call 803-243-2302, or you can email gotsounds at theallaboutnothing.com, because I went ahead and gave him an email address so that his real email address isn't being hounded. 2-hour minimums on booking. You can find details on Facebook.com, or you can check them out in the Friends of the Pod section of theallaboutnothing.com. Trent Clark, Zach King, thank you very much for doing it again this week. You all have a wonderful week, and we will be back next week. That's a lot of the word week, over and over and over. So, guys, we're
Have
out.
a week.